This is the plaintiff, Lindsay Jeffrey. She says she loaned the defendant, her ex-boyfriend, money so he could fix his work truck. And the no-good three-timer had other girlfriends on the side, and he totally used her. Now he flat-out refuses to return her money. She's a single mom with 3 kids. The defendant's a louse who still owes her $1,000, and that's why she's suing. This is the defendant, Jonathan Capello. He says the plaintiff is his ex-girlfriend, and no matter what he does, he can't seem to get rid of her. The girl gave him money all the time, and was always throwing it around to buy his love. Even though all this money was a gift, he gave her $2,000 just so she would leave him alone. Obviously, it hasn't worked. She's harassing him now, and he just wants to be done with her once and for all. He's accused of dissing an ex.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
welcome,
Lindsay Jeffrey, you are suing your former boyfriend, Jonathan Capello,
Yes.
for $1,000 that you say is still owed on a $2,600 loan that he refuses to repay. Tell me your story.
Basically, I started dating the defendant in 2015, March of 2015.
How did you two meet?
On a dating website.
Okay.
We started dating. Things were going good. He then proceeded, I started to get emails from females. He swore nothing was going on.
Wait, how did you get emails from females?
Through Facebook. People were coming at me through Facebook, telling me that he was with them.
Really?
Yes.
What could be more demeaning than a woman calling another woman and saying, I'm with him. Are you going to stay with him? Because you just found out he's with her, too. Like, what,
Right.
like, you know, so do you have those emails?
Yeah, I do. I have.
Oh, God, I'm dying to see them.
Yeah. I do have one of them from actually the defendant's tenant in his basement was one of them.
Okay.
So he said that nothing was going on, let it go, brought me to his house, showed me that she wasn't living upstairs. We proceeded to continue with the relationship.
Did he have any explanation for why his tenant would say such a thing?
She was crazy.
Did she ever talk to you?
No, she met me in the driveway on.
And what'd she say?
Nothing. She just stood there. He told me to get in the car with my children, and he dealt with her.
How old are your girls?
I have a 10, 9, and a 7-year-old.
Okay, so you've been dating him how long before the money came up?
June, so we started in March.
Not very long.
No. At that point,
Did you have that cash lying around?
no, I had to withdraw it from my retirement.
Okay, what's wrong with you?
I know. Stupidest choice ever.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just, it's ridiculous. You have 3 humans who are relying
Right.
on you to be an adult.
Absolutely.
You know, and one day they're going to need braces or whatever the heck else they're going to need,
They
and
sure
you're
are.
not going to have the money because you loaned it to a guy.
Right.
So what happened here then? He tells you what?
Well, what happened was the truck that he has to run his company started breaking down on the side of the road. I then at that point say, I will withdraw the money, fix the truck. He brings it to a mechanic down the road from his home, fixes the truck. At that point, I leave to take my children to Florida for 12 days and talking to me the whole time, having a conversation, picks me up from the airport. I get back and I get a phone call from another female that he was at her house and he proceeded to leave his phone out. So she then calls me. At
She
that point, I'm
calls you
done.
and you talk to her on the phone?
We actually text.
And what did she
did
text
me.
you?
She told me that whatever I think is going on with the two of us is now over and that he,
Wait, who, 2 of us being who?
me and him,
Is now over because?
because she's in the picture.
God,
Yeah.
dude, you are the worst snake ever.
This is why there's 3 sides to every story.
But seriously.
This is why there's 3 sides to every story.
Well, inquiring minds want to know what's the side on this particular thing. Tell me
Okay.
this.
I broke up with her before she went to Florida.
Okay.
So who I see after I break
No,
up,
no,
it's
but
none
just
of
a
her
minute,
business.
just a minute. There would be no reason for the new crazy female in your life to text her unless she saw that you two were communicating.
But I was not dating her at that
Then
time.
why did this girl think that there was fresh enough stuff that, in fact, something was still
Because
going
she
on?
kept going with the emails. until
No.
she read the emails that said, leave me alone.
No. The girl is looking at the text. That's why she texts her back. So there's clear. Give me your phone. Hand over your phone a second. Let me see the text between them.
Text from them? They're not in the
No.
phone.
Why would you not have texts in the phone?
This is going back a while ago. She's blocked from the phone. She's not on here anymore.
Are any of the old texts in there?
No, everything's wiped out.
Okay, but you photocopied and gave me, and I don't like seeing it on a photocopy or a screenshot or something like that because people can play with that. So I expected to see the text that you want to use as evidence in this case. You don't have any of the original text. All right.
No.
So what happens
Everything
is
was printed
well,
out.
hold on, I'll be back with you. So you say to him, I want my money back.
At that point, we had discussed back and forth what needed to be done, and he had said he didn't have the funds. I said, well, I can go and take it out, but it needs to be paid back. I cannot just
Did
give
you
it
have
to
him sign a promissory note?
No.
Do you have any texts or emails that would show that it was not a gift, but was in fact a loan that was supposed to be repaid?
I have the emails between him stating that he'll pay me once a month.
Let me see those emails.
Sure.
Now, my understanding is that you started to pay this back, correct?
That's correct.
So you paid how much of it back? All but
this-
1,000?
2,000 was paid back.
Do you have proof of what you paid
Absolutely.
back? May I see the proof of what you paid back? How much do you say he paid?
I have two. He did actually hand my uncle $500 cash, and I have 2 clear checks.
Do you get a receipt for the cash?
I do. I have it in a text message right here.
So this is $500.
$500.
And then what else?
There should be another $500 check. There should be an April and February check. So he's only paid me $1,500. I don't know where he's coming up with.
How much did you loan him, according to you?
The loan that I did take out was $2,600. They took $350 in cash out for withholding on the retirement because it was an early withdrawal.
How much did you loan him? Not what is your arrangement with your retirement?
$2,100.
So the money that changed hands, does everybody agree it's $2,100?
Yes.
All right, and then you acknowledge that he paid back 1,000
I acknowledge he
plus
paid
cash for how much?
$500. He
Plus-
handed my uncle $500.
Okay, so
2
according
checks.
to you, what's left is 600.
Right.
Then why are you suing for 1,000?
Because I was going based on the original loan that was taken out.
And had he said he was going to pay for that?
Yeah, he agreed that he was going to pay for it. I told him that I was getting taxed on it as well.
Right. All right, now according to you, this is a gift. Why would anybody rain that kind of money on you when you were only
It's in
dating
her
for 2
words that
months?
it's a
Wait,
gift.
I'm not done speaking. You were only dating for 2 months, and apparently it was a tumultuous kind of 2 months.
It's in her words that it's a gift.
All right, let me see what you got.
This is showing that it's a gift. This is showing that she's still
Then why'd you pay
throwing-
it back?
This is
Because you paid back 1,000 something
while
of it.
she's at. Why did I pay it back?
Yeah, why'd you pay back $1,500 if it's a gift?
Because she's a single mom living in a basement with 3 girls. So I felt bad, so I gave her money back.
Well, why
And
don't
I
you feel
have
bad
proof-
now?
What's that?
Why don't you feel bad now? Because you're
Because she's done paid back. There's $2,000 being paid
hold
back.
on, hold on. So you feel that the 2,000 should cover the loan for 2,100, at best for you, or at worst for 2,600 because she got taxed and you knew she was taking it out of her retirement.
I don't know what a tax was. She never showed me that.
Who's vagina?
That's the nickname on my cell phone.
For who?
Me.
Indeed. Wow, you're quite the little player, huh?
Some might say so.
Baffling. Utterly baffling. I'll move the money and make it work. And then you say move, and then you've cut off the rest of that conversation. And sometime in June, do you need another 100 before I leave? I'm stopping at the bank on my way home. Or
That's
you just
correct.
Can't,
She
you can't
just-
give him enough money, can you? Sure, LOL.
There's watches.
Where's
there's
the new girl? Are you with
GoPros.
the new girl? I mean, is that a new girl, or
He's
you've
with-
already moved past her too?
The girl in the basement right now.
Oh, the girl in the basement he's with, the one he wasn't
Yes.
with back then?
Yeah.
Is she here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is she here in the room?
No.
Is she here where? Where is she?
I don't know.
Do you see her in the courtroom?
Yeah, she's right on the end there.
Okay.
There she is.
Oh, I guess you do know where she is. No problem lying under oath.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So she loans the guy money, or gives him money, out of her retirement account. She's got 3 kids. Loan or gift? What do you say?
I'd say it's a gift.
Why?
It's very irresponsible of her to do that.
No kidding.
I would say it's a gift.
A gift?
Yes.
Why?
I would just think that, if he was the one that gave her the money first, he should have not asked for it back.
Well, of course he doesn't want to ask for it back. The question is, does he have to pay it back going inside the courtroom?
All right, so let's discuss. You said that there was $2,000 in payments. So come on up if it needs explanation. Go ahead and come up. Okay.
There's a check.
Hold
There's
on,
a check.
hold on. That's 1104. Hold on. That's this one, which she acknowledges. Go ahead. And that would be 1109, which is this one, which she also acknowledges. That's 1,000.
Right.
Okay,
Plus
gotcha.
the 500 to her
Uncle.
Her uncle.
Right.
Right. Okay. And 1101 that she did not bring because it's not cashed was written out to her and sent to her.
That's
Honor,
just
this
you
is
writing on a, yeah, that's just you. You think that lady doesn't want your 500? That's just you writing on this thing. That doesn't
No,
prove
no.
anything. Show me. If it wasn't cash, you didn't pay it then, right?
Well, how do I know if it's not cashed, right? The only way I'm going to know.
I got a way to know. I got a way to know. Wait. I got a way to know. Call your bank. That's how you know.
Well, obviously it's not cashed because it's not on
Do me a
there.
favor. Step
So she's
back.
holding
Step
on
back.
to it.
Step back. Step back. You told me you were going to prove to me that you paid 2,000, and as it turns out, you didn't prove to me. How's the proof? Your handwriting on a stub?
So I'm supposed to.
You never got that check, right?
No, if you
Of
go through the
course
emails,
not.
you can see that we had to go back and forth. The mailman messed up. The mail isn't working. I canceled that
And
one and
she's
sent
not
you a
holding
new
on to
one.
a check. Right, exactly.
I
She's
wouldn't
not.
hold on
Why
to a
would she
check.
hold on to a
Of course
check?
not. Why? I have emails that shows you she's on drugs, okay?
Why would
And
she
how
hold on
crazy
and
she
not
is.
cash your check? It's what she wants here. She wants your check. She
Again.
wants the money.
Again,
So
I have emails right here that shows you how crazy she is. Ask her that. And
No.
how many drugs she took. And I was calling the cops to get her kids because she was screwed up in the head.
okay, now I need you to listen to what I'm asking, okay? Because I am not the cop you called. I am not DIFUS. I am someone who has to determine how much you owe. You told me before walking up here that you were going to prove you paid $2,000. You do understand the difference between paying $2,000 and paying $1,500, right? Because
I do.
what you showed me
Again,
was $1,500.
Right,
You
and
showed me
I'll say it
your
again.
handwriting on something that you could have just thrown in the garbage afterwards, not sent it to her, because clearly the woman wants to get paid. She would not cash
Yes.
another $500 check. That's what this is about.
You're absolutely right. I just want to write a check and throw it in the garbage.
Is this really happening? Am I having this discussion?
That's the conversation, absolutely.
I'm afraid so.
You say she's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You who call yourself vagina in your phone
One
say
has nothing
she's
to do
crazy.
with the other.
You who, when confronted by a judge who's asking you, show me proof that payment was actually paid, which means the money is with her, bold-faced admit that it never got cashed, so that means you didn't pay it. And you're yelling at me saying you think I want my books, but she's
All
crazy.
she has to do is cash the check, not hold on to it.
All right, sweetheart. You know what? You're going to pay her the $1,000 because I don't believe a word coming out of your mouth. She's crazy, but you're dishonest.
Okay.
Okay? And you can't be trusted. All right? It has nothing to do with, I don't frankly care how many, what you call yourself in your phone, how many women you're cavorting.
You keep
Good
referring
for
to
you.
that, but one has nothing to do with the other.
That's wonderful. It's really your problem if
Right.
that's who you pick.
Right.
You need to know who you're bringing into the house with your 3 girls, and you need to know because he is who he is.
I
And
agree.
that's it. So it's your problem.
Yep.
Okay? Because you should have seen evidence of it just like she saw, or not, that's a different one. That's the basement. Just
Right.
like the other girl saw evidence in the phone.
Right.
Okay? You should know who you're dealing with. And shame on you when you don't.
I agree.
Okay?
My girls
Okay.
deserve more.
Great. You know, wonderful.
Yep.
Maybe your girls do deserve more.
They do.
Okay?
Absolutely.
All right. But for you to tell me there's no loan after you're paying it all, almost all back, and then you still have this amount outstanding, you don't even know what your defense is. You don't know if your defense is a gift or if your defense is I paid it. But neither one of them are working in this courtroom. So I'm going to order you to go ahead and pay the remaining balance of what it cost her to loan you money, because it sure looks like you get it, that it's a loan, and that's $1,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
So you would just for the plaintiff as soon as somebody walks in.
Well, a very interesting case here, Mr. Capello. The plaintiff obviously gets $1,000. You got to give her the $1,000. What do you think about all this?
I'm happy I don't have to see her again. It's worth $1,000, buddy.
Think you came off looking good?
No, it doesn't matter how I look. I don't care how I look. Let's find out what she has to say.
Okay.
Good luck for her.
All right. You must sign some documents on your way out of the courtroom. That way, here comes the plaintiff. Boy, both of you got lambasted by the judge here today. You know?
We did, yes.
I mean, you made some real poor decisions.
Absolutely. I agree. I definitely did. And like I said, my children deserve more, and I'm just glad that he has to pay back at least one of his debts because there are multiple women.
Have you learned anything from all
I
of this?
absolutely have. Stay single.
No, that's really not.
I know, I
Okay.
know.
All right. You have
Thank
to
you
sign,
so
so thank
much.
you very much. Okay, Harvey, what do you think about this?
Okay, Doug, look, we have had this a million times in people's court. You cannot buy somebody's love, period. The fact is, if you think they will like you more, the reality is they will respect you less. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.